A concerned father told Dr. Latham, "A parent can be no happier than his most unhappy child." If you have ever felt that way, or find yourself feeling that way now, consider this.
While attending a dinner during which several retiring staff and faculty members of my university were being honored, I ran across a longtime friend of mine whom I hadn't seen for quite a while. Our greeting was enthusiastic. I said, "Bill, you're looking great." He looked up at me and said, "If I look great, you must not be seeing very well." At this point, I had a decision to make. On the one hand, I could have said, "Well, on second thought and with a closer look, you're right. You don't look so good after all." Or I could have put this self-denigration on extinction, that is, ignored it, and stuck with the momentum of my greeting. I continued, "Well, I'm glad to report that you look good to me and that I'm still seeing well. Good to see you, Bill." And his response? It was just as I had hoped. "Thanks, Glenn. Good to see you. You're looking good, too." I make a point of this experience to deliver an important message. It is too easy to let the unhealthy behavior of others shape and redirect our behavior. It is alarming to me how often I see this happening in families, resulting in unnecessary damage to the quality of the environment. A son or a daughter comes home grumpy, and before long the parent is grumpy, and vice versa. It is in many ways in close relation to mob mentality, where, caught up in the fervor of the moment, people find themselves doing uncharacteristic things, stupid things, things they live to regret. We call it reactive behavior. In such an instance, when we react, we respond to someone else's lead. They have hold, as it were, on a ring in our nose and lead us about at will. Peer pressure falls in this category, a form of pressure that is no less influential on adults than it is on children. Parents who allow their children's misbehavior to cause them to misbehave are putting their very selves, like warm, soft clay, into the hands of novices, and the workmanship of those unschooled hands is certain to be grotesque, out of proportion and unbecoming. Our demeanor as parents should not be the workmanship of our children's doing. Just as we would never put our finances in the hands of our children, or our retirement program in the hands of our children, or the management of our estate in the hands of our children, neither should we put our demeanor in the hands of our children. Here are a few skills that will help you keep a grip on the mature momentum of healthy adult behavior, the kind you want your children to model. 1. Never ask children, "How was your day?" or "How was school?" or "How are you doing?" They just might answer in a way you don't like. For example, you ask that question, the child says, "It was a rotten day, don't bug me." Rather than ask children about how their day was, simply state your position. For example, "Good to see you. Come give me a hug or a kiss or a high five." 2. Never answer an angry, emotion-laden question. It only leads to an angry, emotion-laden response. For example, a child says, "Mom, why do you keep fixing me those crummy sack lunches? Why can't I buy school lunch?" Mom tries to answer the question. "School lunches are too expensive. And besides, they aren't as good for you as the lunches I fix." The child responds, "You're always crying poverty. If you can't afford school lunch, how come you bought yourself a new set of golf clubs?" Now what does the mom say? Rather than trying to answer an emotion-laden question, the parent should just say, I'm sure school lunch is more attractive. Have a good day. Number 3, respond to out-of-sorts behavior with empathy and understanding. The child says, "This house makes me sick. I hate this dump. I can't wait until I'm 18 and can move into my own place where I'll have some peace at last." Rather than trying to satisfy the child that he or she lives in a good home, the parent should just simply say empathetically, "Sorry home upsets you so. I'm sure it is a drag from time to time." The child might respond, "You don't know the half of it. It's a drag, a pain, a hellhole. Yeah, that's what it is, a hellhole." The parent should just respond with empathy and understanding. "Must be the pits." Then just smile, wink, and say, "Have a nice day." The results will amaze you. As simple as it sounds, it works. Try it. Remember, do not put your demeanor in the hands of your children.